and on. Remember, because it kept on like, when's Dillian Whyte going to get his opportunity? I remember it. It went on for years.
And I think that's also partly to do with it. I think, I waited so long for a fight, so hard for it. I think all that fight and that wait took the edge off of it for me, if you know what I mean. Obviously, like we had to took people to court and fight, and I was risking the position for so long. And honestly, I wanted to fight Wilder. I would have beaten Wilder, I would have knocked Wilder, I would have smashed Wilder to bits, and I'd have been WBC world champion. But obviously, Wilder's a coward, and he messed me about for so long. But it's my fault. I just didn't turn up on the day, which is strange for me because I always turned up to fight. Actually, I did turn up to fight, and I was fighting, but like Adam said, I just wasn't there. Obviously, I don't know what happened.
If you final one, Dillian, and really appreciate you coming on. That's fantastic. That was. If we were to give you the opportunity to fight Wilder or AJ next, which one would you take?
I would definitely fight AJ next.
Okay.
I really hate Deontay Wilder, but I got stuck by AJ, I haven't been stuck by Wilder, so I definitely want to get that one back.
Indeed. Dillian, honestly, can't wait to see you in the ring. Hopefully, you mentioned...
And those are some more words of Dillian Whyte as he blasts Deontay Wilder, calling him a coward, rehashing the old beef, the reluctancy of Deontay Wilder wanting to take the fight with Dillian Whyte. If you guys don't remember, this was probably back in 2018 where Dillian Whyte was inboxing Deontay Wilder, and he was like, look, well, I'll fight you just, if you give me then the Joshua fight. And then he sent the text to AK and Barack from the Zone. And, he showed him like, hey, I don't have to fight you, and I'm not going to fight you, that kind of let the cat out of the bag about what was going on at the WBC, because it's Wilder saying what he's not going to do with another fighter that is the number one interim champion. So he's telling a guy, and he's saying it on paper. He's putting it in writing that, hey, I don't have to fight you. I don't have to fight you unless the WBC makes me. And the WBC didn't make Deontay Wilder do a damn thing. They didn't make him do anything. They favored Wilder over Dillian Whyte, and that's how that was. That's how the beef became real with Dillian Whyte, the WBC, and Deontay Wilder. He said he would have smashed Wilder to bits. You have to understand the Wilder that he was referring to was back then in 2018. That's a totally different Wilder than the one that's been showing up for these damn fights that's been either getting beat by decision or getting knocked out and twirled around and fall down. That's a totally different Wilder back in the day. The Wilder back in the day probably would have knocked Dillian Whyte out. Because it was either gonna be Dillian knocking out Deontay Wilder or Deontay Wilder knocking out Dillian Whyte. You know what I mean? And see, the straight right would land faster than the left hook. I'm sorry. That's what I look at. I think that Dillian Whyte has a good jab, poor foundation, but good jab, poor balance, but good jab. Left hook is very, very good. And his chopping right hand is dangerous as well. Well, he chops with his right hand mostly. The jab is the only one that I see that's actually very, very successful with Dillian Whyte. Meanwhile, Deontay Wilder is a guy that's tall and lanky and all that, but then he's taller. He can reach out and catch you with that right hand, and you don't see it because pretty much if you throw a 1-2, he can always time his right hand or that one shot between that 1-2, and that's all he needs to do. Bars. You know what I mean? And then Wilder's done that a gang of times. He's either then caught you because you didn't think he could move like that in the later rounds and get you out of there and knock you out. He can do that. But Wilder will take a chance to throw that shot when you're throwing. He's not tentative like a lot of other fighters. But I think that based on the fact that there is still animosity, there is still this negative history between Dillian Whyte and Deontay Wilder, I would love for those guys to fight if it could actually happen. I don't know how it would happen, but I do agree with Ade Oladipo. We need to see Dillian Whyte back in the ring. S-A-F-N-P. So you guys tell me what you think of Dillian Whyte blasting Deontay Wilder, calling him a coward after all these years. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!